Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, druuill, and you already know I'm back at you with another video. How's everybody doing? Let's get straight into it. When you don't give up on your dream and you keep playing around, okay, you are going to get a hit sooner than later. When you don't give up and you keep playing around, you are going to get a hit sooner or later. One thing people don't understand when you're working on your dream is that the first try doesn't always work. And for as much intelligence for people to have, and for as much knowledge as people should have gotten throughout their life in the amount of years that they're alive, people need to understand that you're not always going to get things the first try. And when people look at you and they look at your goals and they look at your dreams and you're not where you want to be yet, they'll judge you prematurely. And it's not your fault that you haven't gotten to where you wanted to get yet. You're on your way. You're working towards it. You have to do a little bit each day until you can get to your destination, until you reach at least until you reach a final step or a step closer or a step that's closer to where you want to get than where you were. Because as long as you're not where you were, that should be all that matters. But to people, you have to have it right then and there for it to count, for what you're doing to be worth something. It has to be able to produce something now. A lot of people can't be patient and realize that things take time. When you're working on something, it's not going to happen as fast as you want it. It's not going to happen right away. It may not happen immediately for you. Sometimes people do something, it happens right away. It's their time. When somebody is on their time, they're on their time, they're on their timeline. Somebody's in sync with their life. Okay, you can't be worried about other people when they're in synchronicity with their life and what God has for them. That's what God has for them. That's what they have. But what you do have to focus on is what God has for you, and don't allow other people to distract you off what God has for you. Just because it hasn't happened yet, people want you to think that God's not going to do it for you. They want you to think that you're not going to be successful at it. All those other people that were able to make their dream become a reality, and you can't, you know you can, and you believe in yourself. It's just that things take time. And what people don't understand is when they don't have a dream, when they aren't willing to be patient, when they aren't willing to sacrifice their time, they don't know how much time and effort that you put into something. They don't know how much time and effort it takes. And just as much time and effort it takes to put into something, that's how much time and effort it may take for it to pop off or more. But the thing is, you don't give up because it hasn't happened yet. You keep going. You keep tweaking things. You keep trying different things. You keep working on it. You keep making it better. You keep switching things around. You have to be innovative, all right? And you have to keep trying until you find something that works. Don't give up just because you haven't found something that works yet. If that was the case, it wouldn't be anything out there. You know how many shoes that got made that wouldn't have been created? Jimmy Choo and Gucci and Louis, all these designs. You know how many things they, you know how many designs they draw up and then throw away. You know how many processes of failure that creative people go through when they're working on a project. You know how many projects get thrown away. You know how many times people have to restart. You know how much material people use when they're creating things. When they have to make something and then they finally get it and it's still not it, then they have to go back, redo it, go back to the drawing board, as they call it. You're lucky if what you're working on is digital and you don't have to purchase materials, because people who have to purchase materials, they really understand. When you have to purchase those materials and you're paying for yards of fabric, or you're paying for this or you're paying for that, or whatever material that is used for you to create what it is that you make, you understand. You only have a few amount of room. You have a small room for errors. All right, you can only make a certain amount of mistakes until all your product is gone. Then you have to buy some more, and then you have to dip into your money, which is going to take away from your profit. because it wouldn't make sense to just keep wasting fabric and just keep buying it just to waste it, because you're not going to have anything to sell. And on top of that, it's going to waste money. So people who are creative, people who make things, people who have started from zero, people who have said, I'm going to take this idea and turn it into something. I'm going to take this creative idea and I'm going to share it with the world. I'm going to see what I can do with it. I'm going to see if this idea can change some lives, can do some things for myself and others. People like that, they understand. But the people who, they just go through life and take the easy way out, and they don't take risks, and they don't go after their dream, they don't get it. They don't understand that things take time. They don't understand that there's process to things. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. And just because it doesn't happen right away doesn't mean it's not going to happen at all. There's some people out there who think that just because it hasn't happened, it's not going to happen. But that's just not true. You have to stay focused and you have to keep going. You can't allow anything to stop you, okay? You have to keep playing around with it. You got to figure out, is this going to work? Is that going to work? There are people who have spent more than 2 decades working on their dream and they still didn't quit. Imagine the whole 20 years on your goals, on what you want to do, and still not making it, and that person still didn't give up. All right? When you play around and you're figuring things out, you're learning. It doesn't matter what other people think. People may think that you're wasting your time. People may think it's just a hobby. Let them think what they want. As soon as you start, as soon as it becomes lucrative for you, they'll come around. Not that you need them to, because you'll probably have to tell them to get back, go somewhere else. But as soon as it becomes lucrative for you, people will start to say, you know what, I believe in you. I knew that would work. Whole time they were sitting there talking about you. Why is she wasting her time doing that? She don't have anything else better to do. Well, that's her hobby. That's what she wants to do. That's what she does with her time. Well, that's what he does with his time. He doesn't have anything else to do. He's just in there just going off, just doing whatever. Trying to, I guess he's trying to kill time, or I guess he's trying to find something new. I don't know. They don't have to know. What you're doing is for you. Only you're supposed to know what you're doing. Only you're supposed to know what your goals are as far as what you want to be. Because you tell people like that, they'll tear it up. All right? You can't tell everybody what it is, what you want to do, because they'll discourage you. People will discourage you. You'll be in there trying out ideas. You'll be in there being creative and think you're going through a process they'll look at what you're doing as you're a failure, and it doesn't make sense. You're wasting your time. Why are you doing that? You need to be finding something better to do. What is there better to do but to use your time diligently and wisely? What is there better to do but to use your time to work on something that's worthwhile, for a worthwhile effort, putting in a worthwhile effort? Sitting around watching TV all the time is not going to do it. Yeah, some good shows out there. Yeah, it's cool to sit back and, get your relaxation on. But all the time, all right, people who are creating are making money. People who are consuming, just taking in and not creating anything, they're staying where they're at. They're staying in a cycle. They're staying in the matrix. All right. If you want to get out of the matrix, you have to create something. You have to play around with something. All right. There's got to be something that you're doing that you don't know how to do. Everybody has to learn something. Okay. Everybody has to start somewhere. You're going to have to play around with it at some point. And that's why I don't understand why people give so much hate and so much bad. It gets such a bad rep when somebody is trying to work on themselves, when somebody's trying something new. It takes heart to try something new, to look at something that you've never done before, look at it and be like, you know what, this is what I see myself doing. I would love to do that. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of courage to do that. And people like to minimize what it is you're doing because it may not have reached any success yet, or it may not be doing anything for you yet. So they'll talk bad about it. They'll downplay it. But you're probably really good at what it is you're doing. And because they don't have anything good that they can do other than go to work, be an employee for somebody, that's it. That's the only thing that they see themselves being able to do that's good. That's the only thing good they see themselves being able to do. Get a degree, go work for somebody else, or if not a degree, just go get a job and keep their little job and go work for somebody else. But if you have a larger vision for yourself, congratulations, because you can make that vision become a reality. All you have to do is keep going. The people that keep going, they make it. People that give up and stop, they don't. And it's as simple as that. If you give up and you stop fiddling, you stop playing around, you stop trying to figure out different ways to get ahead. Number one, you're gonna lose all the skills that you've earned over the time that you've put in. And number two, you're not gonna get to where you want to get because people will be so close and just stop. And it doesn't make any sense. If you put a whole bunch of time into something, why stop? Even if you don't put as much time into it and you put a little bit of time into it, why quit? You never know. There are people who will quit and give up on their dream, but they'll still go out and gamble. They'll still go out and play the lottery. They'll still go out and do different things with their money or do stocks or this or that. But if you're gonna gamble that way, why not gamble as on yourself? Why not bet on yourself? Why not bet on your abilities? Because I know you got something that you're good at. If you keep working on it, if you keep learning how to improve it, you won't be terrible. You won't be bad. People won't laugh at it. People will take it serious. You'll take it serious. But you have to develop it. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is you want to be great at, you've got to polish it, fine tune it. You have to make it really, really great. Great enough for you to want to enjoy it and great enough for other people to want to enjoy it. And you can only learn that, you can only figure out how to do that by keep working at it. If you just started and it looks like you're not that good, looks like it may not be working out for you, don't base how you view your goals off of what you see. If you just started something and you're not that good, don't base your whole entire journey. Don't base your whole entire worth. Don't base your whole entire idea of you making it off of your start, off of your beginning. There are plenty of people who started off and weren't that good when they picked it up. But by the time they got finished and learned what they needed to learn so they could be better, they were smoking all the competition. They were a problem. Couldn't nobody mess with them with what they did. They ended up being the best at what they did. And if you keep going and ignore what people have to say about what it is you do, you have the ability, you have the potential to become the best at what it is you do. You do. Whether you believe it, whether they believe it, doesn't matter who doesn't believe it. You have the potential to become the best at what you do. But if you give up, you'll never know. Okay? Giving up is so easy. It's so easy to be like, yo, I'm not doing this anymore. But then what do you do? What do you do with all your time? What do you do with all your effort? While somebody else is out there dreaming and seeing their vision become a reality, what are you going to do? Now that you gave up, you're just going to sit back and eat snacks and watch your favorite show or watch the game or just watch something or just sleep all day? Or what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you're not working on your dream anymore? Now that you don't want to live your dream? Now that you don't want to work on your passion? Now that you don't want to be creative? You got frustrated. It didn't turn out how you wanted it to. Now you want to stop. I've been there. Pick it back up. Come on, man. Come on, ladies. Pick it back up. Don't give up on yourself. I know it's hard. I know you want to be successful. I know people are looking at you weird because you're not where you want to be yet. But don't stop. Let them look at you weird. Let them laugh at you. You pray. Okay, pray. I know I'm going to get to where I'm going to get. God, I know you put this vision in my mind for a reason. I know you put this vision on my heart for a reason. I know that I feel that I could be successful for a reason. If I feel that I could be successful, and I see myself being successful, and I think of success all day long and think of myself as someone who can be successful, I'm going to make it. And that's regardless of appearances. That's regardless of how long I've been working on it. That's regardless of how many years I've been putting in. That's regardless of what it looks like, of how people are judging it, how people may view it. You may think it looks terrible. I may go pray about it, go to sleep, get the right schematics, get the right plan, the right format, wake up, put it together, and it's the best thing to ever hit the market. And that's another thing too. When you're trying to complete something, when you're looking for answers, when you're looking for ideas, if you can't find an idea, if you're looking for a new way to do something and a new way hasn't come to you, pray and before you go to sleep. Okay, ask God to give you the idea right before you go to sleep. Because right before you go to sleep is the perfect time to pray and ask God for an idea that'll help you get ahead in life. It's the perfect time to ask God for an idea to help you get further along with your goals. And now there'll be another video on that. But you could always pray. You could always ask God to give you some clarity and give you some ideas. Because sometimes we try to do it on our own. Sometimes we get wrapped up in our abilities. Sometimes we may get wrapped up in our ego as far as us being great, and I do this and I know I'm good at this and I can handle that, and I'm real good when I do this. I can that's me. Sometimes when those ideas don't flow, sometimes we have to go back to the original creator. And sometimes when you go back and pray and talk to God, sometimes you get a little bit more creative boost. Sometimes your juices get back to flowing right. All right. Sometimes it may have been something that you were missing that only God could give to you, and He wants you to go back and get it from Him. Yep, here's this extra idea. I had it just for you. I was holding it for you. I knew you would come back. Yep, I knew around this time. I knew around this time you would need some more ideas. And look what I got for you. This idea is everything else was practice, but this idea I got for you right here. There you go. This idea, this is gonna be the one right here, and that's how God will do it for you. But when things look like they're not going to work out, don't listen to what these people are saying. Don't give up. Pray about it. Ask God to help you with it. Ask God to give you some clarity. Ask God to give you new ideas. Ask God to help you win. Ask God to help you not give up. Ask God to help you complete it. Ask Him to give you enough energy, enough ideas, enough resources, and you'll be able to achieve your goal. You'll be surprised what a little prayer will do when you're working on something. Okay, I've thought that because I haven't achieved a certain level or gotten recognition for certain things that I create, that I wasn't headed in the right direction, or it wasn't for me, or I was never going to make it, or I wasn't good enough. When you sit down and you pray about things, ideas will come to you that you don't even know how it came to you, but it'll come from God. You'll be able to do things that you never saw yourself doing. Things will just pop into your head, and you won't even know how you can get things done. They talk about AI. They talk about AI, artificial intelligence. What about II? Infinite intelligence. That's what I roll off of. I roll off II. You talking about AI? What about II? Infinite intelligence. And that's what you roll off of. Okay, you don't worry about AI. Don't get discouraged. That's another video right there. But infinite intelligence will help you. Infinite intelligence is God's mind. It's the universe, the universal mind. All right. When you need ideas, when you having a little brain fart, okay, little brain fog, you can't think and you need ideas, infinite intelligence will give you the right idea. God will give you the right idea. If you know that your mind is connected to God's mind, and you get the right ideas at the right moment at the right time, you don't have anything to worry about. And that's why when you know things like that, that's why you know it's silly to give up. It's so silly to give up, because all you got to do is holler at the creator for an idea to help you get ahead, to help you get better, to help you make a better project, and that's it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So it's not worth stopping. It's not worth throwing in the towel. Don't throw in the towel on your dream. Keep working on it. Keep messing around. You never know what you could get from working on your goal every day. It's like drawing. And that's another thing that I can't realize. That's why art is, it's a science behind it, because when you start off drawing and you're terrible, and then you keep getting better and you keep getting better, and your drawings start to get better, you could use that principle with anything in life. Anything in life, you're going to start off, you may have to trace, you may have to not be good at first, but once you start drawing, you get a steady hand, your pictures get better. Your people start to actually look like actual people, not just little clumps and stick figures and whatever. So I'm telling you from experience, when you keep going, you will start to see little clues, little messages, little hints that you should keep going, that you're going in the right direction. So why quit? Keep messing around with it. You're going to hit sooner or later. Okay? You are going to hit sooner or later. But if you want to hit, if you want to get a hit, you can't stop. And you can't control when that hit is going to come. You don't know when that hit's going to come. You don't know when your time is. Only God knows that, okay? You keep working on it, you keep believing in yourself, and sooner or later your time will come. All right? And you won't even miss all the time that you put in, all the worrying about if you were going to make it or not. You'll look back on those times when things were hard and you thought you weren't never going to make it as the best times of your life. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride, keep your head up, keep moving forward, keep going, keep playing around with it, keep messing around with your dream, and you're going to hit sooner or later. I want to thank everybody for watching this video. Everybody that's watching this video, I want you to keep going, and I don't want you to give up on your dream. I want you to keep playing around with whatever you're working on. You're going to become better at it, whether you're a painter, a fashion designer, an artist, athlete, whatever it is that you do, a businesswoman, a businessman, whatever it is that you do. All right, if you're in the stocks, home girl, don't give up on them stocks. If you're in the whatever trading or finances, don't give up, homeboy. You're gonna get it, and all you have to do is believe in God. And whenever you feel that you're not gonna be able to get there, whenever you feel that you can't do it, ask God to give you the strength. He'll help you get through that period of uncertainty, that period of doubt. He'll wipe that doubt all the way out. So, like I said, thank you everybody for commenting in the comment section. Let me show me some love. Let me know how you feel about the video. Everybody hit that share button. Share this video to somebody that's working on their dreams, so they don't give up, so they don't quit. Help them stay motivated. And I want to thank everybody for hitting that like button. You guys are really helping me out. I appreciate it. I know you guys see the channel growing. God bless every single one of y'all. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Let's keep putting in the work. Let's keep going in, and let's keep growing. Shout out to the chosen vessels. I'll see everybody in the next video. And also, guys, look, if you guys have made it this far to the video, I really appreciate it. And another thing, if you guys watch the ads in the video, it helps out my channel too, because that's how my channel could also grow monetarily. So if you'd like to help the channel grow in numbers, as also help it grow monetarily, so we can grow and do some cool things, because it's YouTube. You already know it's YouTube. You know how YouTube works. Help the channel out. Watch the ads for me, so the channel could grow and we could reach people, and we could also grow monetarily. Then we could do some cool things. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see everybody in the very next video.